Now we're gonna head off to the Whale Bay. Starts off with some scenic aquariums. Very nice.
And then... barrels!
Oh no!
Out of
They're
nowhere!
back. Barrels everywhere.
Electric barrels this time.
With shoes or something.
By the way, did you notice the voice clip for the barrels? Like,
Yeah.
it's the same as the gorilla when you put the plum on its head.
Well, it's just their voice clip for a muffled voice.
Oh, well yeah, I guess. But they couldn't record a muffled barrel voice?
I don't know. I guess it sounds the same whether you're in a barrel or a plum.
Yeah.
But anyway, I showed off that if you just aim at the wall, you can just sort of bounce your energy shots and not even have to, like, do a real fight.
Yeah, all the barrel people are actually positioned so that you can do that. I think besides, like, one, actually. They're pretty much all positioned like that, so they're just the easiest enemies. And they don't even...
I guess that's kind of cool, because then if you don't know about that, it's a really tough enemy because it has a lot of health, but then if you figure it out, then there's no problem.
They're even easier than that because they don't even have an invincibility period. They just are completely vulnerable at all times.
That's true. You can just spam energy balls, and after like a couple of seconds, they're dead.
Yeah. And here we have some tight weaving.
Yeah. Has there been much hanging in the game yet?
You mean just like climbing like this?
Yeah. I think there's been a couple of cases of it.
There's just been like a couple, but there hasn't been anything really impressive. It's just been like climb from point A to B.
Yeah. Really, it doesn't come up that often, and it's good because it's a pretty slow thing. So I guess it would get really boring.
Yeah. This is also really like. I like this fight, but the perspective always like made me kind of mad because I was so far away.
Yeah, you hardly can see anything, or it's all so tiny.
And then when you beat him, the camera like moves in. It's like the camera was like scared or something.
Yes.
The camera was Glowbox. He got
They should
scared
have
of the
just
pirate.
played the sound of his teeth chattering or whatever that was.
I don't think he has teeth. I think his head just opens and closes like a hi-hat.
Or maybe those were just his bones shaking. He was shaking so much his bones were clanging together.
I want to assume that Glowbox has an exoskeleton and not bones. That just seems more fitting to me.
Isn't he supposed to be some sort of frog thing, though?
Yeah, I guess.
That switch is kind of sneaky. Because you have to climb up through it and then jump over to another thing where there's nothing to get, so you wouldn't even think to jump over there at first.
Well, normally when you jump over there, like the camera pans around so you can see it. Or at least it usually does.
Oh, maybe we were messing with the camera at the time.
Probably.
And so it didn't get to pan.
But even more barrels that you can bounce off of.
Yeah, barrels. All the time.
Ah, barrels. And this is another one you could possibly like sneak up on.
But Rayman's no wuss.
You don't even need to.
Fight this guy head on.
Yeah.
A brilliant plan.
Have we gotten like attacked by a pirate with just its hook yet, or has it always been firing those like energy balls at us?
I don't remember. I know it's happened, but I don't know if that was in like a scrapped recording or something.
Okay, because I know it can happen. It'll be pretty great when it does.
Or if it already did. It was really great when it did.
Yeah, great.
We're so professional.
So why are there just like random like little palm trees in this like little cave area?
Are those palm trees? Like what? They look really weird. Because palm trees are just sort of like the same length, like the same width the whole way up. But those are like really chubby on the bottom.
They're like...
and then they came to a point.
Cone trees? I don't know.
Oh, here we are to save Carmen the whale.
Yeah. Carmen, the beautiful whale.
They're apparently using her blubber to oil their ships. That sounds pretty crazy.
Oh.
Like, how are they getting her blubber without killing her?
They're cutting off little strips of it, and then she's growing it back.
I suppose so.
But look, the
There we are.
beautiful Carmen the whale.
Such a majestic creature.
She has many other whales of the same type. They're all very, very beautiful creatures.
The creatures of the Rayman world are just very glorious and majestic. Beautiful.
Yeah. They have such
I mean, you got your
defining
Murphy,
features.
you got Glowbox, Clark.
They all have such amazingly defining features.
Oh, are you ready for this?
Yeah.
This is going to be the coolest thing.
What is it?
Check it out. I just
Oh,
land
man.
on it perfectly.
Dude, that's awesome. You're like,
Yeah. I've pretty much mastered riding these shells. Like,
Pretty
there's
much.
nothing... Well, that was just to demonstrate what it looked like to crash in this area.
yeah, sure, buddy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anywho,
I've definitely mastered it.
you certainly have
That was on purpose.
mastered.
Yeah. So anyway, let's try that again.
Don't you think it's weird that they just spawn out of those electrical fields?
Oh man, but I mastered it. And yes, that is weird. Like what? I'm just gonna say robo-pirate technology. They just
'cause-
understand how to
well,
materialize them.
Think about before, it lived in a doghouse, and then there'd be like an infinite number of them that spawned there.
Well, I guess that's just like, it wasn't really a doghouse. It was a tunnel that led to like the underground caverns where all of them live.
Is the electrical field just like a portal of some kind?
Yep.
That would
To
make
the
sense.
underground caverns. They just
Okay.
found them and they were like, these riding shell things are pretty awesome.
So wait, they're a mechanical creature. How did they breed?
I don't know, how do space robo-pirates do anything?
Electricity?
Yeah, that's the same way with the riding shell.
Yeah.
Anyway,
She like
here's the water level.
she gives you air. Oh yeah. Hey, it is a water level. Kinda.
Yep. And really, it's a similar... This part is a similar mechanic to, like, pretty much any water level in, like, 3D platformers of this time.
Yeah.
Like, it
Rayman-
was a lot of swimming around, getting air bubbles and stuff.
Yeah. Rayman has really like weird movements with his arms.
What arms?
I mean, I'm sorry, his hands. They just kind of like flop around.
Well,
from,
I
like, the
guess
back.
you don't get all that drag from arms and legs. It's probably way easier for him to swim.
Probably actually. No, so the piranhas eat the air bubbles. I don't think they actually do that in real life, but in this game it's okay.
Yeah. Pretty sure the piranhas would just try to eat people or animals.
Or
But nope, air bubbles.
yeah, they're not as dangerous in Rayman. They're probably all scared of Rayman is the thing.
Also, this level is really, really big, and you don't actually go to most of it.
Yeah, yeah,
just-
it's not explorable or anything really. It's just
Well,
kind of there.
It is, like, you could go there, but there's, like, nothing. It's just... I
You'd
guess
have-
it's just for scenery.
You'd have the constraints of like having to get air bubbles every once in a while, and they don't spawn just everywhere.
Yeah.
So it really isn't that explorable. It's just a really odd.
Well, it would take forever. Like, you could swim over and check out that one nook, and then you would die and start over and check out a different area.
Oh yeah, but that would just be a waste of time. Thematically, it's really cool though. It like certainly fits the really big ocean kind of feel.
Mm-hmm. And then also, for how big this level is, like, it doesn't really last that long.
Yeah, it is a pretty short level, especially compared to a lot of other levels. I also like how you just ran in there and then immediately got stomped on by that thing.
Well, you can't see him, like, just barely he's obscured by that little corner.
It is, yeah, it is.
And then
pretty
I walk
annoying.
in and he's just there, and I didn't have time to run away.
Yeah, that is pretty annoying.
But yeah, like, there's that first part which maybe like a minute or something, fight the robo-pirate, then you see Carmen, and if you don't waste time like killing yourself on the shell, then you swim through that part, and then you're just here already.
Yeah, this is such a... I don't know, I think this is kind of a cool, like, level, though. This, like, wrecked pirate ship here.
Yeah.
Which is honestly kind of weird. Don't the pirate ships, like, fly? Why is it, like, wrecked in the water, I guess?
Well, I guess maybe they crashed into
probably.
all these surrounding mountains,
Yeah.
and then it fell into this area.
Okay, that would make sense.
Just conveniently fell into some place with water.
Yeah, and then looms happen to be on top of it for Rayman to get to.
Yeah, I don't really understand the looms, because, like, they've got wings and stuff. They seem to be, like, fairly sentient, but they just sort of stay in one place and never go anywhere.
They're kind of dumb creatures, if they are creatures at all.
Yeah.
I would assume they'd be creatures if they have wings. Especially the purple looms that you can swing on, you know, have eyes, too.
And so do the super looms.
Yeah, and they even have, like, a mouth. Like, I don't... Why don't they, like, try to, like, congregate together and find their own ways out?
Nope.
Just make Rayman do that.
So you were telling me that in the N64 version you couldn't climb up this?
No, it was, like... It was a slanted platform that you could walk up a little bit, and then it would become, like, way too steep, so you'd have to go up the mast.
That's pretty annoying, because climbing up that mast is not... Like, it's pretty tough.
It's really annoying, especially since, like...
You can't change your camera angle, and, like, it gets really, really tiny at the top.
Yeah.
And he won't grab onto the ledge if you fall off, so
Yeah.
you just don't make it.
Hey, wait, is this the first level we got the bonus stage on? We
No,
got
we got
everything.
the bonus stage before, remember?
Oh, we did. I'm sorry.
Yeah. It was very fun. So, I don't think we're going to include it in this one. Sorry.